Today, we list the 6 fundamental human needs to live a better life. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Health Topic. We are committed to creating meaningful, informative, and entertaining content for you. An American psychologist, Abraham Maslow, published a list of known human needs in order to live fully. He published what is now known as the hierarchy of needs in the 1940s, a list of basic needs he deemed human beings needed to be the best versions of themselves. From the most basic needs to the most transcendental, Maslow listed them as the physiological needs, biological needs for survival, like air, food, water, shelter, and clothing. Safety needs, social needs like owning a property, social welfare, emotional security, law and order, health and well-being, love and belongingness. Our needs as social creatures, like affection and intimacy from family and friends. Esteem needs, the need for us to mean something in our society, like respect, dignity, achievement, or status. And self-actualization, or the need to mean something in this world during our lifetime. Like the desire to be the best you can be, self-fulfillment, or the desire to make an impact long after we're gone. However, it has been decades since Maslow published the hierarchy of human needs, and since then, a lot has changed for people of different ages and cultures. We felt that in the modern world, these needs may not be actual needs, but rather only side effects of contentedness. As English philosopher Alan Watts once pointed out, the meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. Yet, everybody rushes around in great panic, as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. In this video, we list the bare and core essentials that we as humans need the most today for a better life. Number 6. Food. The human body needs food for it to work optimally for our daily activities. We need to eat regularly for energy, for bodily growth, and to repair, and for warmth. We need to intake a variety of nutrients every day to stay healthy, like carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. After just a few days without food, our body goes through ketosis, a state of adjustment in the body which converts our natural fat into energy-producing molecules. However, this can't go on forever, because starvation will eventually exhaust all of our body's resources and will lead to death. Hunger is one of the oldest problems in the world that we have faced. The United Nations stated that an estimated 690 million people are chronically undernourished, and the numbers are only rising. With the lack of the most basic human need, nutrition, the goal to end world hunger by 2030, as the UN states, is in doubt. Number 5. Water. Mahatma Gandhi survived 21 days without food, as our body has a way of trying to survive for as long as possible, but going on for just a few days without water is a different story. At least 60% of the adult body is made of water, and should be maintained for it to keep functioning. According to Randall Packer, a biologist at the University of Washington, a person can die of dehydration in a matter of hours. Based on a World Health Organization tally, 785 million people lack access to basic drinking water, and around 485,000 deaths each year are caused by drinking contaminated water. Whether we use it for drinking, domestic uses, or food production, water is a basic human need we must continually fulfill to survive and have a better outlook in our lives. Number 4. Shelter. We need shelter to stay out of the sun's heat or winter's freezing temperatures. Without shelter, the human body would be damaged from extreme temperatures and other natural phenomena from the outside world. Besides protection from natural threats from the outside, human beings also need shelter to store other basic needs, like food, water, clothing, and tools. In a recent report this year, there are currently about 150 million homeless people in the world. Another 1.6 billion lack adequate housing. The real quantity may even exceed this, as some states or cities undercount their numbers due to shame or fear of criticism. As a basic need, shelter does not only protect its inhabitants from the dangers of the outside world, but is a necessary predictor of their will to survive and live happily. Stay with us until the end of the video to know what the number 1 fundamental need is, as we strive to be the best version of ourselves. Number 3. Sleep. Humans depend on good quality sleep in order to restore the energy used up during the day, to grow muscle, to repair tissues used during physical activities while awake, and to synthesize hormones. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day, but for children, who are still learning skills and developing other functions of the body, they need more time to sleep, between 9 to 11 hours for optimal body and mental functions. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 out of 3 people do not get enough sleep. Aside from short-term effects like fatigue, irritability, difficulty focusing or remembering, and reduced sex drive, sleep deprivation is also a major predictor of long-term effects, including increased risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases and problems with fertility. The CDC recommends at least 7 hours of sleep every 24 hours for adults. It is also important to consider the quality of sleep, as you could still feel tired even after long hours of sleep. Number 2. Novelty. While we need predictable and regular routines for sleep, food, and water, human beings must also be in search of unpredictability and excitement in our lives to live fully. Novelty means anything new to us, or anything out of our daily routines and lifestyle, like meeting new people, learning new skills, buying new clothes, or other things like listening to new music or traveling. Modern research has found that, amidst our busy lives and getting stuck in routines, novelty seeking is an essential to a long, healthy, and more meaningful life. Psychiatrists often find novelty seeking associated with trouble or criminal behavior, which is why some people prefer to live safe, by-the-book, and well-organized lives. However, recent research in the United States, Finland, and India have proven that neophilia, or the thrill of seeking new things and activities, is a major predictor of well-being. It has become apparent that novelty seeking during our age of busy, strict schedules contributes to our mental health and general wellness, but it requires responsibility. The right combination of novelty and familiarity can be an important predictor of well-being. Do you remember your last pleasant experience outside of the daily routine? That was novelty. Number 1. Interpersonal connections. Human beings are social creatures by nature. No man is an island. To better develop ourselves as individuals, we depend on other people. We learn from other people, just like how the things that you've learned have been taught to you by others. It may be physical, psychological, or emotional connections. Humans cannot develop properly without social interaction. For example, human touch is so important for its release of certain hormones, like oxytocins, which are essential to our health and to live happily. It is also essential to exchange experiences with other people firsthand, for us to know how to improve our way of life. The irony is that to maintain personal well-being and self-care, we humans need regular connection with others. For some people, social isolation can be profoundly liberating. Sir Isaac Newton's eureka moment, when the apple fell from its tree, happened when he was quarantined in his family estate at the height of the bubonic plague. For years, social interaction is a way of recharging energy. In an 80-year Harvard study conducted in 1938, researchers found that social connectivity was key to health and happiness. Most participants, including former U.S. President John F. Kennedy, went on to become successful businessmen, doctors, or lawyers after letting them mingle with other people, as opposed to those who lived in isolation. Whether a person flourishes when he is alone or with others, there is irrefutable evidence that social connections are one of the most basic needs human beings must fulfill to live a happy and healthy life. You've just seen our list of the top 6 fundamental human needs to live a better life. What do you think? Which point in our list are you most interested in learning more about? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. To deal with individual human needs at the everyday level can be noble. Once we've got these 6 fundamental human needs covered, it will be easier for us to live a better, more meaningful life. Become a part of the team and continue the journey to a healthier and happier life with us. Please support our channel by liking this video and hitting the subscribe button. We are committed to making more life-bettering, informative, and enjoyable content for you. Thanks for taking the time to be with us today, and see you in the next episode of Health Topic.